Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Super Mario All-Stars. On this episode, we're actually taking care of the Lost Levels, which was the
Ooh.
original Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2. But they basically felt it was too difficult for North American audiences, so yeah, they didn't release it
They
in
were they
North
were
America.
right.
Yeah, exactly. That's my co-commentator Kendra here, so first thing I'm going to point out is they give you a mushroom, but you have to like bump it over a wall. So they're like telling you, hey, by the way, this is brutal. Oh, and this mushroom, avoid it. Because if you're small Mario, it will actually kill you. So, don't you love that? And I don't know how I found that.
It gives you a one-up and then it just drops it directly onto a piranha plant. Like,
Yeah,
oh, thanks.
exactly. Exactly. And they do this stuff like this, where they give you a Paracupa, and you have to kind of like... Oh, this is pretty cool. I figured this out. They do this a lot in this Lost Levels, where they give you like a little section where you can do a turtle shell like that. But then they put it right next to a pipe, and then you have to like jump immediately out of the way. There's a bonus area there, by the way. And that pipe, which is also difficult to get to. And I'll show that in the end of the video. But most of the bonus areas here are actually pretty difficult to get to. Of course. I mean, they're not going to give it to you easy in this level.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those, like, classic platformers that actually keeps you on your toes, and it's like, you know, you have to pay attention, there's no, like, speed run, you have to...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's people out there that probably speedrun it, but I'm not that insane. Some of the levels I may go through a little quickly, but I've actually found some of the levels there's like a rhythm you can skip ahead through some of it, but you have to get really lucky.
Yeah. Well, there's a way to speedrun any platformer, but I mean, like, you think about a game like Super Mario World, like,
Yeah.
that's a really fun game, but, like, the early worlds in that, you can go in and for the first time just kind of be like, wee!
Yeah. Oh, and this is kind of a bastard move. They give you that fire flower all the way up there, like in the middle of nowhere, and you kind of have to figure out where it is. And they don't give you a fire flower, I don't think, in the first level. If they do, I'm sure somebody's going to correct me on that, but there's actually a warp area up there that I'll show towards the end of the video, but there's another fire flower up there, which you're probably never going to get. But yeah, and then they got this section here, which you can kind of avoid by walking on the top of the world there, but I think it's just, I don't know. If you have the fire flower, you're kind of golden, but if you're not, you gotta time every single jump on these piranha plants,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Eats up a little bit of time, kind of frustrating.
Yeah. And if you make a mistake, I mean,
I friggin'
especially if you're small Mario, you're dead.
I hate those platforms that just drop when you jump on them.
Yeah.
Pain in the butt. Will there be green ball?
Close enough. It's 5,000, so I think 5,000 points is good enough. I always thought those little castles looked like a little face that was eating Mario. That looks like it to me. Num num num. Oh yeah, this is the one that was the bloopers in the middle of the air.
Ah, yes. This is usually the level that I give up on this game.
Yeah, and it's like 1-3. It's like the third level in the first world.
I know that, I
And
mean,
these-
I've played farther than this before, but usually when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play this game, I kind of get to this one and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why they don't play this game anymore.
Yeah, the bloopers. And I was reading the Wikipedia article about this. Actually, they did something like that where they tried to juxtapose everything. All the underwater creatures they tried to put in the air, and the creatures that you would normally see on land, they would try to put underwater just to screw with you. And it's like, yeah, no wonder they thought this was too difficult for North American audiences, because it is.
It's even too difficult psychologically.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are squids in the sky? I can't handle this. I'm gonna go freaking go to
go outside now.
I'm gonna go to Walmart as if that existed and when this game was made.
Well, I don't know. I guess there's Walmarts back then, but not the little super Walmarts we have now, where they created a Target just for richer people to go to avoid Walmart. Maybe Target was a spin-off of Walmart. It's like a sitcom or something. Oh god, I hate this level. This is brutal because then they give you a Koopa in the middle of all this stuff, and then
if you didn't have fire, it would be
and then they
it would be
start
bad.
throwing fire at you. It's like, give me more.
Kill fire with fire does not work in this game.
No. Ah. Yeah.
I like how if Bowser isn't on it, the little axe doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird of him to have in his castle something that only kills him.
Well, it's like James Bond. Yeah, it's like some sort of something out of a James Bond villain or something. He has always
This bridge will self-destruct.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bonus areas, by the way. Oh, by the way, I did Luigi for the bonus areas in this, but I'm not going to do Luigi for the rest of the game. Maybe Luigi in some cases, but the physics are a little different. I think the jumps are about the same, but, yeah, the physics are just ever so slightly different. You're a little slower, and it's supposed to be a little more difficult as Luigi, but I don't know.
Huh. I never knew there was difference in that. That's interesting. I've
Yeah.
always played as Luigi when I've played this because I've always just liked Luigi.
You just gotta give the underdog a chance.
I play as Luigi in any game where that is possible.
Nothing wrong with that.
That was pro mode right there. Go Luigi.
Yeah. Luigi.
That was such a Luigi move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leap for the flagpole. Oh, it fell on the ground.
Screw it. Poor Luigi. Oh, and right here's the first warp level. I think this warps to level 3, and you kind of have to jump up here. You could do this as Mario too, but I just felt like doing it as Luigi. Luigi needs some time in the sun, I think. Some time in the limelight.
Yeah. I can appreciate that. I am a Luigi fan.
Yeah. Luigi, and this goes to Warp 3. Warps you. Whoops, this goes to World 3. And they don't, like, give you options. It's like, this is your warp zone. You're going to World 3 now. Okay. And I think there's a pipe here that takes you down. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's down here. And this is like one of those, it's not a bonus area, but it's one of those areas that you could easily die at. Because guess what you got here? You got this stupid thing. And for some reason, I guess they knew it was kind of a glitch in the game. But if you run through here and duck through it, you'll be fine. But you have to do it at a certain speed or you're just screwed.
This is just evil.
Yeah, I know. And then you got this pipe here. This is the only way back. Well, you think it's the only way back, but if you jump around a little bit, you'll kind of find, where is it? Oh yeah, over here you got little blocks that will actually take you up. I gotta get this thing. It's kind of tricky. Because I didn't want to die. I had this tendency to actually, you know, not want to die in the game. And then here you go to Warp 4.
Hey, this is your warp.
Yeah.
That's
and
all
then
you get.
if you don't do that, if you get, like, if you think it's like a dead end, which is what most people will do. Most people won't check for anything. I hate this part. It took me a while to get this right. You gotta just kind of jump under there and squeeze under there.
That's pretty pro.
You gotta do the squeegee ouija. And then there's a bonus area here. And look at this, they put a stupid bullet bill down here. It's like, haha. Thought it was gonna be easy. No. And look at this, you gotta actually time it so you actually squeeze between the bullet bills. Of course.
I won't fault you for not getting those coins. Not like in
No.
not like in the last
yeah.
game.
Yeah, there's no point in that. Oh, sorry. There we go.
And
Yeah,
great
Ouija got the ball.
success. Great success.
Yes. Good Ouija. So thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Goodbye.